Hey, this is Todd Walker. I'd like to welcome everybody back for another video drum lesson. In part 2 of our microwave time signatures, we're going to look at going from 4/4 to understanding how to get to any odd time with a 16th value. Now in part 1, we learned about playing in 4/4 and using that method to teach us how to get to any 8th note odd time signature. So once again, I'm going to try to keep this simple and understanding 4/4 to any 16th odd time. In the performance video, I played 4/4 to 11/16 and 4/4 to 11/16 again. When I got to the 11/16 groove, the first one was simple and the second one was kind of a makeup with a couple paradiddles, and you'll see the transcription. But before we get started, let's understand how to get to this. As long as you can understand 4/4 with 16th notes, 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E enda, 4E enda, once again, just like the first video, I'm going to make it very simple. Now, once again, we know there's subdividing ways of getting to odd times, which work great as well. To get to 11/16, in a measure of 16th notes, you have 16 notes. Well, to get to 11, you have to stop on the and of 3. 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1. Now if you go 1/16 too far and count the of 3, you're basically in 3/4 time. So what I'm going to do on the snare drum first is just play alternating strokes and stopping on the and of 3. I'll put the bass drum in on the downbeat so you can hear where the 11/16 cycles back. I'll count us in 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1. And you'll feel how it kind of skips right back to it. Counting in 4. Now, that gives you the 11/16 notes and how to bring it right back to 1 based off of understanding 4/4. So it's very, very simple. If you can count 16th notes in 4/4, you can learn to play any odd time signature with a 16th value on the bottom. Now, what I'll do now is just play a basic 4/4 groove into a basic 11/16 groove. So once again, I'm going to count us in 4, but out there you're thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E and 1. So here's 4/4 to 11/16. Now all I did to create a more interesting pattern was, with the count of 1E enda, 2E enda, 3E end, I kind of just applied a paradiddle sticking with a few added notes on the end on the bell to create a different groove. So what I'll do now is I'll play a 4/4 groove to 11/16 timing and just come off of the bell for the 11/16. Counting us in 4 once again, you're thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 1. Here we go. Now, by knowing how to count 16th notes and stopping on the odd number that you're looking for, it makes it so simple. So, let's say you wanted to play in 15/16. Well, once again, in 4/4, we know in a measure of 16th notes, you have 16 notes. Well, to get to 15, you take the of 4 off. So to count in 4/4, but play in 15/16, it will be counted like this. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1. So now what I'll do is I'll play a groove in 4/4 and then play a groove in 15/16. And once again, I'll use paradiddles. In fact, let's do this. For the 15/16, I'll do right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. And that makes up the 15 notes. So I'll start in 4/4 and I'll play a bell pattern in 15/16. It's that quick on how you can get to any 16th value by just knowing 4/4. 4/4 to 15/16, counting us in 4. Now again, to come up with different 16th value odd times, well, if they're 16 or less, you think of it in a measure of 4/4. But let's say you wanted to come up with a groove in 21/16. Well, then basically you need to take one measure of 4/4, which is 16 16th notes, and get 5 more 16th notes. So in the next measure, you need to count 1 E and a 2. So this is how you could count in 21/16. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2, 1. Now once again, there are different subdividing methods of learning odd times that work great as well. This is just a quick way to get to it in just understanding 4/4. Now, in part 3, later on, that you'll see in the next couple weeks, we'll look at putting 4/4 together with different 8th variations of odd time and then different 16th variations of odd time. And we'll put all this together so we check out how you can go from virtually any time signature into one another. So let's go back to the performance video. All right, so there you go. Using 4/4 with 16th notes to learn how to play basically any odd time with a 16th value. So be looking for part 3 of microwave time signatures in the next couple weeks, where we learn how to go 4/4 to any 8th value or any 16th value odd times, and vice versa. So you really get a very expanded view of playing odd times and just a different approach to counting them. So once again, I'm Todd Walker. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.